So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building from the back. I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great, varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Musiala, Andrick. France are on a good run here at home, unbeaten in the last 5. And it's Goretzka, played out to the right. Musiala providing an outlet on that flank. Now it's Sané, shot a goal! Koundé gets it clear and reclaimed it in a trice.
France, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Koundé. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
France, whose manager was the brains behind the last win.
He's a manager who understands how important the bench can be and the timing of substitutions. If needed, he's quick to make changes, and I just think he has more than a plan B.
Wirtz. That has been cut short. Olise certainly left his mark in his last game, heading his side into a first-half lead. Played towards the other side. Koundé. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Koundé. Cherki. Hernandez chooses to go cross-field. Koundé is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Hernandez. Coman. Mbappe. Olise. And there's the shot! That's another chance! Musiala shifted upfield. Havertz gently done. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Here's Mbappe. And he's picked out the run. Coman! Goal, France! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Raul. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Saliba finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Musiala. Musiala played out to the left flank. Raul looking to hit the byline here. He came in hard, very hard. Raul. Andrich in acres of space out wide. He's in a great position. And the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Germany really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Cleared away. Real chance here. No way through, so back it comes. And it's Musiala. That's a nicely weighted pass. And they've got rid. And that has been cleared. Goretzka. Now it's Havertz. Havertz! Oh, shooting chance! He scores! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Germany grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now it's Mbappe. The referee's awarded a free kick. Now it's Coma, and he's managed to get free. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Raul. And there's the end of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. No reported change to either side during the break. And it's Wirtz. Musiala does really well to win the ball there. Mbappe. And the counter-attack is on for France. Succumbs to the pressure.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Goretzka. Germany contested that thriller-minute draw last time. Henrichs. Now it's Sané. Havertz. And he cuts out the supply. Olise. Olise played into space. Olise is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Raul being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Moved on forwards. Havertz. Schlotterbeck. Tar. Goretzka. Havertz. Sane does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And here's Wirtz. Saliba. Hernandez. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Mbappe, who's set up one goal so far. Koundé. Conte. Cherki. Conte. Kante played over towards the opposite flank. Hernandez. Cherki. Saliba. Tar. Havertz. Mittelstädt. Mbappe. That's an excellent interception.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Nice interception, well timed. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Schlotterbeck. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Thinks one through. That is a brilliant interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Klosterman. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. That could spell trouble. Now it's Coman. Mbappe. Well read. And the danger is of a... Can he finish? Goal! France! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable. I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
France take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
It's Goretzka. He's in plenty of space here. Out to the right. Hernandez gets rid without sophistication.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Doué tries to dink it through. Mittelstädt. Well timed, excellent interception. He can run onto that. He is through here.
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Rabiot. Rabiot, that's a delicate pass. And the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Griezmann with the short one. Chance to deliver. Brilliantly cut out. Out to the left it goes. And there goes the final whistle. Well, plenty of talking points, and many of them sadly negative. This is clearly